Why hello guys, and welcome to my next Let's Play. A Let's Play of a game I like. And it is called Knack. Now, to be honest with you, this is my third time recording this. What's up with like 3 times recording a part 1 of an episode that should be done already? No. I was debating on going on to the difficulty that I haven't beaten it.
This record was taken just 2 days ago in the Highland Crags. It seems the goblins there have progressed from being a minor nuisance to somehow being able to take down a highly fortified outpost. Thank you all for coming on such short notice. And Doctor, thank you for hosting this gathering. How did these goblins progress in such a short time from bows and arrows to tanks and guns? Where are they based? And how can we remove the threat they pose? We must immediately mount an expedition to discover whatever we can. Do we have any volunteers?
The Crags, huh? That's deep in Goblin country. I can get you all in. I'm less sure I can get you all out again.
Victor.
Victor Industries welcomes the opportunity to field test the latest model of our security robots.
While human strength is, of course, desirable, the expedition will need something far more powerful to take on those goblin weapons. The high-tech armaments of these robots should prove invaluable in accomplishing the mission. Any other volunteers? Well then, it seems Ryder and Victor will be our expeditionary force. Yes, Doctor?
Before any final decision is made, I would like to show you all a little something I've been working on. Come!
Uncle!
Hey, how you been?
Good. The doctor keeps me busy, though.
Oh?
I gotta go set up. I'll see you later.
Okay.
Begin.
Just go slow, little buddy. You'll be fine.
So, once I finish recording this part, I'll go back to my second recording.
What
I'll
you
have to
see
see...
before you is my ultimate creation, Knack.
I'll have to see where I, started my second recording, because I started it in a kind of weird spot. Actually, no, I won't be going back to my second recording. I'll just put something funny at the end. Or what I think is funny. That I accidentally recorded when I thought I didn't. Anyways, let's get into another
As you
cutscene.
all know, the foundation of our society is these relics. The mysterious remnants of some unknown civilization that power our machines and make our way of life possible.
Now, relics are what you collect to gain health. In fact, they do, like a myriad of other things. They're what your gameplay is centered around, actually. So Knack can grow in size, as the doctor will explain as explosive growth here in a little bit. It will actually be much longer than a little bit. But, he will say it, he will say it not as good as I will. Your health bar will grow with Knack, so the more relics you have collected consecutively, the more health you have. Let's go back here. Oh, I'm thinking of a later spot.
We excavate the relics from deep underground, then use them to power our cars, our planes, our generators. The discovery of this source of perpetual energy has changed our lives completely.
Now, cars, planes, and generators are health spots for a different, or for a specific area no, a specific environment in this game. You face off against different types of enemies in different environments. And I'll be honest, they look pretty cool. Even the weakest enemies of the said environments. Now, we actually soon will begin into my favorite mechanic of this game. Which is, again, going over it. I won't go over it. I'll let the game explain this one.
I have spent decades learning the secrets of the relics and how to bring them to consciousness. The result is Knack, a living, thinking, breathing creature.
It's actually going to be in a little bit later, but it will be soon. So, get excited. Don't actually get excited. It's not really a lot. It's probably just the most developed part of this game, which is why it's my favorite. This game isn't too terrible. It's like one of my favorite PlayStation games, but it does have its flaws, and I won't say it's not a bad game. That part. In fact, the story is lacking a bit.
Knack, pick up those relics. As you can see, Knack is capable of explosive growth.
Now, I want to say this now because there is a better time to say it, but I don't want to say it in that time. You will do more damage the bigger you are. So, it's actually better to be bigger with smaller enemies. And you have 8-directional dodging. You do have a dodge in this. This is an action-oriented game after all, which is why you have a dodge. We're not in that area yet. We probably passed it already. No, actually. Now that I think about it, we have not. Because we have not gone over my favorite thing in the game yet. We will soon, though. Ow. So, this is one of the hardest games in PlayStation. It's like one of the hardest games for kids.
Shrink down and go through that duct.
And even the easy mode is like no laughing matter. Although you'll get through the easier parts of the game, the earlier parts of the game, much more easily. The harder parts are not anything to laugh at. Why can I not see whenever we're at a
Knack
specific
can
point?
power up by absorbing the energy contained within sunstones. Once energized, he can release the power of the sunstones explosively as a massive shockwave.
I'll let the game explain this too. So, if you press circle and then circle, you will push relics out. There are multiple other types of things you can do with sunstones.
As you can see, the shockwave can destroy multiple targets at once.
Here we are. What I was looking for and kept on mistaking because I felt like I needed health and thought it was in a different area. Okay. I'm good. I got it. My controller was acting up a little bit. Give me a second, guys. Okay. Now, so this game has multiple types of enemies, and enemies carrying bombs, and enemies not carrying bombs, and enemies that are ranged. best way to explain it, right? All bomb enemies are not. Well, they're technically ranged enemies. Excuse me there. They're counted as ranged enemies, yeah. Now, I don't know the names of the enemies, but I will call them specific things. I'll call specific enemies.
Knack can also use the power of the Sunstones to transform himself into a storm of relics.
Circle, triangle. Or not circle, triangle. Circle, square. Now, I haven't said this yet, but square is how you attack and X is how you jump. There is a jump attack button yet. Or still. There's a jump attack button, again, action oriented. And you can do a jump attack, although it will only do half of your attack damage. These blocks, or I've called it blocks every single time. These floor tiles you will not see a lot of, so don't get too attached to them. Ow, you hurt in my face. Now, while the doctor's laboratory is the easiest part of the game, this game does have easy moments.
Most impressive, Doctor. You call it Knack, is that right?
Actually, I call myself Knack.
Impressive. He seems a little delicate to me. When we go after the goblins, we'll face challenges far deadlier than those slow-moving buckets of bolts.
What exactly are you getting at, Victor?
Well, I brought a few of my security robots with me. If Knack can get by those, then I'll grant he has a place in the expedition.
Can do. Let's take this to the garden. There's a bit more room.
So, you think Knack can do it?
We'll see now, won't we?
Now, as Victor was saying, Knack looks pretty delicate. Knack is pretty delicate, so you don't want to be taking too many hard hits, which is why you have the dodge button. I personally don't use it a lot, which is probably why you will see a lot of game overs and your rage. Yes, I will rage at this game many a time. Especially later on. Now, my favorite type of my favorite thing you can do with the Sunstone is the Relic Storm. You can do other stuff. Why not?
Knack can also blast distant targets
It's the
with a
game.
barrage of relics.
And that is it. That is the last one. Why didn't I hit you? I hit you. It should have hit you. It should have hit you.
This blast attack is even capable of striking multiple targets at once.
Now, there are multiple things you collect in this game, and they're called gadgets. In fact, here's one right now. Or a part of one. These are gadgets. Now, this is a part for the harvester. Knack can collect sunstones from defeated enemies. Pretty useful, right? Well, you have to equip it. They're not automatically equipped when you complete them, but they do automatically make themselves in a way. Now, there are multiple different types of secret rooms. Those are called secret rooms. Or I call the other ones hidden rooms. You can get relics and sunstones too, but secret rooms will give you gadgets. In fact, this is one that hides a relic. This is one that hides relics, yes. Now, this game is a bit dynamic. It has dynamic falling tiles. You don't see them a lot, but they're like really cool, and one of the things that sold me on this game, honestly. And I've completed this game 100, not 100%, but pretty close to 100%. I know someone that has completed this game 100%, though. He's a cool person. I should introduce him to Let's Play. Now, there are gonna be secret rooms that have enemies, like, by them. Don't worry about having to fight the enemies as long as you can get to the secret room. This is something I wasn't expecting to go over, but as long as you can get past the enemy and enter the secret room, you won't have to enter back into the secret room. Or like, you won't have to collect the item. Now, I just got a different type of relic. You can collect multiple types of relics and they do multiple things. In fact, the ruby relic here gets you a much stronger attack, but at a cost. In fact, I can show you what it does on our bonus video, or on the bonus video when I get to that. That will be sometime after this video, or this series is done. It might be sometime after. I'm missing 2 types of knacks. Yes, after you collect 15 crystal relics, or 15 types of relic. No, after you collect 15 ruby relics, you will get Ruby Knack, as I call him Ruby Knack, but it's Vampire Knack. So, you get a stronger attack, but with Vampire Knack, you're constantly losing health. A more permanent form of a gimmick we will get into much later game. Much late game. Yes. Much late. It's one of my least favorite relic, or like one of my least favorite gimmicks in this game, but it actually is like encourage you to complete the level much quicker. Which is probably why it's my least favorite type of gimmick, I'll be honest.
Next.
Now, there is a second game in this series called Knack 2. It's literally just Knack 2. And this game does have multiplayer, but I'm not sure if it's online. In fact, we might not go over that in the bonus video, but I will explain it to you in the bonus video. In fact, the bonus video might be up for a couple of seconds, but it then might be like put into private so then I can edit and download it and like finish editing that video. I hate this enemy. This is a ranged version of the enemies we were just fighting. They're Victor's robots. So Victor's robots are much tougher than the Doctor's, if you can see. In fact, he doesn't call them security robots for nothing. Die! Now, I'm gonna finish this, and then we'll go over another thing real quick. And then, sometime after that, we will end the episode. Only because this is my 3rd take. Double battery part, which is what I just got, one part of it. Knack can accumulate twice as much sunstone energy and unleash a more powerful super move. That's what they're really called, super moves, but I just call them special moves or sunstone moves. You see this electricity that is coming off of Knack? I believe that is corresponding to the core in the middle of all the relics, and you'll see a cutscene referring to that. You'll see actually quite a few, so you'll know what I'm getting at. I thought you could punch that. Just in a little bit. Ooh. Ow, I hate those enemies. I know I've said it, but I really do. Now you can punch on different levels. It's just they have to be pretty close to you in order to do that. Now I think I've said this already. Knack has a second game in it. No, I haven't said this already. I know that.
Charlotte.
Sorry.
There are 2 games in the series of Knack. I'm not sure exactly what happens in Knack 2 only because I haven't played it. The only one I haven't played out of the 2. In fact, I love this game so much that I really want it and hope to get it soon. No, I have to get rid of that enemy. Thank goodness I got rid of it. Cutscene.
So, Victor, you still think I'm too delicate?
It seems the doctor will be joining us after all.
But you want him to come, and you want him to bring Knack.
What a wonderful demonstration, Doctor. Yes, Knack must join us in our expedition.
I wonder what Charlotte would have thought of Knack if she were still around. Come on, Doc. Let's go.
Hurry up, lad. We don't have all day.
Hey, Doc. Thanks for looking after my nephew. He's growing up so fast.
Frankly, Ryder, it was easier when he was younger. Now he wants to know how and why and debate everything. It's really quite trying at times.
It sounds like you need a break. Why don't you let me take him for a few days?
Oh, he's all yours.
Lucas! It's just you and me again. Now, the tracks from those goblin tanks should still be visible. So keep a sharp lookout.
Well, Knack, let the adventure begin.
I can't wait.
Well, my dear, wish us luck.
Starboard side! I can see the tanks!
That's the old crag mine. It's huge in there. Tunnels go on for miles. No telling what the goblins are up to. Let's land and take a closer look on foot.
They've barricaded the entrance quite thoroughly. We'll need to find another way in.
Splitting up should make that faster. Perhaps north, east, and west through the forest.
We'll take the forest. Come on, Knack.
So now you've actually know that you've been introduced
Be on
to
guard, Knack. These
the
woods
main
are full of
cast.
dangerous creatures.
In fact, the game did it in the first cutscene. Technically second, but the game introduced you to the whole cast without having to say, oh, I'm this, or write this character, and I don't like it when movies or video games do that. I like to just read who they are, or have them say who they are. Or have the video game say who they are instead of just say, oh, I'm this person and nice to meet you. That really, like, it doesn't annoy me to the point where it really grinds my gears, but it does annoy me a little bit, especially after seeing it so much. Hit. Punch buggy. I wanted to say that for so long, and this again is my third take. So I gotta, like, I noticed actually sooner, like in the Minecraft, for the Minecraft video, I noticed sooner that it was my third take, and didn't realize until after I was done recording for the second, or for the first take. I noticed sooner in my second. Now, I'm going to not 100% this game. This is on purpose.
There's an old structure with some relics in it.
As with getting gadgets, you cannot actually collect everything in one playthrough. And that's a big thing for me. I must be able to collect everything in one playthrough. Although I have decided to actually do 100% this game on my own time and do a bonus video after that is done. Which might be years down the line, just so you know. In fact, I'm going to be working on it this weekend alongside my project that I'm working on. If you didn't see my last video at the point of this being recorded, go watch that.
Those traps mean that there are goblins around. Watch your step.
It basically tells you what I'm working on, just with me keeping it secret. Now, those bomb enemies that are like the, basically tarantulas that we fought against will explode, and if you're not fast enough, they will actually do damage. That was the first appearance of a goblin. Goblins are not easy. I mean, the basic goblins are, but the non-basic ones, nope. So I don't like to dodge, if you see. I like to do it, like, I like to jump and move at the same time. It's much easier for me to do that instead of dodging. Now, let's go over the goblin. The goblin has a spin attack, or a two-hit attack. Another basic goblin type enemy will have a spin attack where they do 3 hits. And I will go over that later in this very video. Oof. But, just know that there are differences between these two goblin types. There are archer versions and, axe-wielding versions. The axe-wielding versions are actually the more dangerous ones. As I was saying, the axe-wielding versions are the more dangerous one. They will do more damage, so be wary. And be ready to face, like, be ready to dodge first. Typically, you should dodge first. With both of these types, not just one. That's why. Because when you're busy, they will get you. I'm taking too much damage. Maybe that's because I'm damage glut. So, how was your guys' day? I was looking away when that happened. That's alright. My day actually has not been pretty terrible, although it hasn't been incredibly good either. So, I want it to be a little bit better, at least. Sorry about that. The video clip saved, and I had to restart it because I have it set to 15 minutes. So I know that there's 15 minutes, and I'll end it where I ended the original first take. Can I stop dying though? Like, I was, on my second take, I was having a really good run of this. Now I'm not. Maybe that's because I was varying a little bit and actually not dying. So this will be the version that you guys will see, because it's the longer one, and it's the one that's gonna be successful, and everything good is happening, I hope. I'm going to probably re-record this video if it doesn't work out the way I would like it to. So yeah, we're actually getting close to the end, so I would like you guys to know that I will be recording this and then recording Minecraft every other week, and this in between those weeks that Minecraft is being recorded. And I wanted to do it like this because I want to vary up every week, since I'm going to be uploading weekly instead of daily. And I don't want to do a daily upload type thing where I'm having to scrounge a video out when I can't. And trust me, there will be times where I can't. I'm gonna have to try and get a video out for Christmas, but that's in 2 months at this time, so that's good, right? Anyways, we're at the end of this video. Before I go over there, I would like to say my outro. I hope you guys enjoyed. Actually, I'll go over there and then say my outro. The rest of it, at least.
Doctor, I found another entrance to the mine.
Good job, Knack. Hold on, I'm almost there. No.
I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Please. I actually need it. And I will see you guys in the next video.